So I got some questions here, but first, I did want to talk a little bit about. I know this is broad and everybody's different, and people ask me this all the time, and I'm like, oh, it depends. But what is the best possible way? I know a lot of people are listening; they want to build muscle.
Yeah.
What can we do? Also from the nutritional side, because I know that plays a big part in it.
Right.
What can we do to maximize our hypertrophy in any muscle group that we're looking to enhance?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. So if you go to any other, no, I wouldn't say any other, but many typical personal trainers or coaches, they're going to say, you got to work hard. You got to do more volume. You got to do more frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your son's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Does he play an instrument?
He's going to play the piano.
Okay. So has he ever played the piano before?
No.
Okay. So if you put him in front of a piano and you say, what's your son's name?
Leo.
Leo. Say, Leo, play the piano. He's gonna take his hand and he's gonna start slapping the keys, right? He's not gonna go, or maybe he'll go one key at a time, right, with one finger, or he's go like depending on the the younger kids will go all their whole hand, some will go one finger, and he's gonna make this very loud, this very non-specific sound. He's gonna make this booming, boom, boom, boom. So his nervous system hasn't learned how to coordinate fingers yet, right? So whereas if you go to a concert level pianist, they can now, not only can they individually use each finger, they can determine exactly how much pressure each finger is using. So they've gone through probably 10 years plus of learning the skill of individually, at the level of the brain, individually orchestrating each of these fingers to move independently and to be able to be so fine with how much they push each key that they can create music. So how does that apply to exercise? When people go into the gym, most people never go through a phase of learning a skill. So they go in the gym and they're like, a 5-year-old or a 3-year-old kid, and they just start moving things. They just start moving them fast. And they hope that if we just keep banging on these keys, that eventually I'm going to make beautiful music. I'm going to have this physique that makes sense. Well, rather than going through a time where, like, if you learn how to play the piano, your instructor, if they're a good instructor, is going to go, hey, I'm going to teach you how to play this one note. Let's learn that. And then maybe we're going to learn to play 2 notes. And it's usually 1 to 2 fingers at a time.
Yeah.
But slowly, we're going to build up the skill set. And over time, and it may take you a year, maybe take you 5, depending how diligent you are with your practice, over time, you're going to be able to individually play those fingers. And that's what people miss in exercise. Like, so everyone's programming more volume, more work, more load, all this shit. Like, well, how about learning how to fucking play the piano first, right? Like, let's learn how to use these muscles first. Because your nervous system, when you're born with trillions of neurons in your brain, and all of them just literally work in unison. They all just work together. So you have to cleave them and create precise movements, which takes time. It's literally redirecting the nervous system. So orchestrating the brain to just be specific in movements. So if people could learn to be more specific in movements, even for a short amount of time, like if you want to play the piano and you took 5 lessons, you'd be significantly better than if you took none, right? If you took 10 lessons, you'd be exponentially better than if you took none. So learning like precision of movement, in my eyes, is the greatest way to ultimately, to use the metaphor, to create music, to be able to go in the gym and do shit without hurting yourself and be able to do things that are not just arbitrary. It's like, oh, I'm actually contracting this right muscle through it, the range that it's meant to be challenged through it, right? So if I'm playing sports, you're gonna learn the skill of the sport. If I'm gonna learn to play golf, I want to learn a golf swing. I'm not just gonna go in and work harder and faster and more often. So learning the skill, to summarize, of exercise is, I think, the missing link for most people.